Hey y'all, we're back in the kitchen again. Welcome to the kitchen. If this is your first time to come to Apron Strings, I'm so glad you're here. And if you've been before, thank you for coming back. Now I hope you'll subscribe and hit that little bell so you'll be notified when I put up a new video. And then like it. Hit that thumbs up. That makes me smile because I know somebody liked what I was trying to do. Today we're going to make some homemade cookies, and it's oatmeal raisin with toasted walnuts in them. And you can either make them in the great big cookies and get about 20, or make smaller ones, which is probably what I'm going to do. But they are absolutely delicious. They're good, soft and chewy. So kind of like those you can buy in the mall, or when you could go to the mall, or if you can still go to the mall, but they're good. So I've got all the ingredients over at the KitchenAid mixer, and we're going to get over there and mix some up. I've got my pans sprayed with kitchen spray. I've used Pam this time. It must have been on sale. But I sprayed my cookie sheets, and I really like these air bake cookie sheets, you can tell, because your cookies don't burn and you don't have to use parchment every time. But I wanted to tell y'all, when you use kitchen spray to spray your pans to keep it from sticking, don't breathe it in, because just like it coats your pan, I've been told it'll coat your lungs, and it's not good for you. So be very careful when you're spraying it to not suck a bunch of it down your throat. And on another note, I've made some more of my aprons, and I've decided if any of y'all want to buy any, I'm going to make some to sell. So if you're interested in buying an apron, I can video the different fabrics that I have, and get a closer up of the whole apron and show y'all what I'm doing and what's available. Right now I'm either going to make just the regular chef style apron or this one, and I like this one because the loop just goes over the head and you don't have to mess with anything except just put it over your head and tie it on. It's easy. So with all that being said, let's get over to the mixer and get some cookies made. I'd back up a little bit, but I might have to back up so far you can't see and show you what the apron looks like. It's just kind of circular at the bottom a little bit, and it goes around a little bit more than your regular chef's apron. But anyhow, I really do like it. I've enjoyed them. I made the first one the taco, and y'all saw that. And then I've made several more with chickens on them, because I just love hens and roosters. And you know what? Something dug into my chicken pen a couple of nights ago and killed one of my hens. My husband thinks it's a possum. When I had my coop built, the builder was supposed to have put concrete all the way around the bottom of the entire coop where nothing could dig in. Well, there was a little area about 2.5 feet that came out from the side of where they roost, and then to make the run. Well, he didn't put any there, and a possum dug in and killed one of my little sweet hens. So I'm very sad, because I love my chickens. But anyway, Troy fixed it. He went and got a bag of concrete and he fixed it for me. What would I do without my fix-it man? He can just fix anything. So okay, now I'm going to fix him some cookies. Y'all come over to the KitchenAid and let's get busy. Okay, we're going to get 3/4 of a cup of butter into the mixing bowl. And then we're going to add a packed cup of brown sugar and 3/4 of a cup of just granulated sugar. Whiz this a little bit. Okay, a cup of packed brown sugar and 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, and we'll mix that a little bit. Okay, that's about mixed. Now we need 1 egg. Break it in my cup here just in case, but it looks fine. And we need 2 tablespoons of water. So I'll get all of that going. I like to smell brown sugar. It smells yummy. Okay, I got that mixed up real good. Now we're going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And I'm just going to stir it up in here and then level it off. And add it in. Get that blended. Okay, now comes all of the flavorings. We have 1½ teaspoons of cinnamon, a teaspoon of soda and ½ teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to guesstimate that one. Maybe a snitch more. I'm going to blend that up, and then we'll add our raisins, oatmeal, and walnuts. I'm just going to scrape it down a little bit. I blended it. I think it's all mixed well, but oh my goodness, y'all ought to smell that cinnamon. It smells so good. Okay, I'm going to do it just a little bit more to be sure. Okay, with it running, I'm going to go ahead and add 3 cups of oats. A cup of raisins. And it said a half, but I'm going to add about 3/4 of a cup because that's what I had toasted. Of toasted, then chopped walnuts. Now I always like to go over my recipe and be sure I've got it all in there. I've got my flour, cinnamon, soda, salt, brown sugar, granulated sugar, butter, egg, water, vanilla, rolled oats, raisins, and walnuts. So now I'm going to get over to the butcher block and put them on the sheets and bake them at 350 for 15 to 17 minutes, just until the centers are done well. So let me get the camera moved back over to the butcher block, and we'll make us some cookies on a pan and get them in the oven. Okay, I'm just going to use my cookie scoop. I don't know what size it is. It looks like maybe a heaping tablespoon. It's a Pampered Chef cookie scoop. That's all I know. And then once I get them on here, I'm going to mash them down just a little bit. And so they'll spread out some. I sprayed the inside of this cookie scoop with the spray, kitchen spray. I have found that that's just a good little tip. They just come right out. I had to run to town this morning, and I thought, well, you know, I'm going to go ahead and vote, just in case, because Troy and I usually go together. And I thought, I'm going to go ahead and vote. It's early and probably can just get right in and get right out. That didn't happen. I waited in line right at 30 minutes for my turn, and they said yesterday it was like 45 minutes or so. But I got my vote in. I prayed about it. And I voted for the one that's for the same things that I stand for. I'm going to tell you something about following the crowd. If somebody posts a picture of something on Facebook that in your heart you think, I would never post that, then just because you like them, don't go over there and like that picture. That means you're condoning it, you like it, and you would do it. Same thing goes for your candidates. If they're for something, they vote for it, they back it, they argue in favor of something that to you is just horrific, something you would never do, you would never participate in, and you don't approve of, you better not vote for them, because you're setting your family up for some years of misery ahead. So be careful how you vote, folks. That's my little political agenda for today. Now I'm fixing to get some cookies in the oven. And I'll bring y'all back when I get them out and let's see what they look like. Okay, here's the first pan out of the oven. I'm going to get them on the rack to cool, and we'll be testing them here in a little bit. Okay, I've got some of them plated up here. You can see the raisins in them and the nuts. They're a little bit crispy on the outside and they're chewy on the inside. They're a wonderful oatmeal cookie. Y'all need to add this to your Christmas goodies list. This would be good for Santa Claus. I think he would like some with a glass of milk. We got one more down that's really good. My guys are going to be happy to get home today and have some cookies. I told them I was making them, and then April found out I was making them. She said, "Oh, oatmeal's my favorite." So what you want to bet she's going to get some too. By the way, April's doing really good. Her numbers are good, and she's feeling better, and she looks a lot better. So we're thanking God for health and strength where she's concerned. Actually, where all of us are concerned, health is a blessing. Okay, y'all, I got a few more rabbits in my hat, so I'm going to be pulling them out in the next few days, and we're going to probably have either a casserole or another dessert type recipe coming up. So y'all stay tuned and hurry on back to see what we're doing, and don't forget to think about if you need an apron, and I will go in there and lay the fabrics out that I have so far and video them where you can number them, where you can make a choice, and we will see how many people want an apron. The good Lord bless y'all, and I'll see you in a day or two.